Happy New Year, everybody. I'm Kevin from Crypto MY. In today's episode, I will teach you guys how to draw lines on the chart to make your tradings much easier. So let's stay tuned. Before I share about my experience how to draw lines in technical analysis, if you guys don't have a Huobi account yet, I'll put down the link below. And remember to join this Primus event if you haven't yet, which is the ERTA. Okay, ERTA will be listing on the January 4th, tomorrow. So remember to join if you haven't joined. And let's get started. So today I will teach you guys how to draw lines, how to indicate whether Ethereum or other cryptocurrency is it on the bearish move or in bullish move. So right now you can see this is Ethereum versus USDT on the 4-hourly chart. So usually what I do is I will actually look at the weekly chart on the Monday to start off everything to look at what is the overall trend right now. So if we look at the weekly chart, right, you can see that in order okay, let me remove all these lines so you can see clearer. So right now what you can see is just an empty chart, nothing there, and it will be sometimes as a beginner you will find very hard to determine whether is it a bullish trend or a bearish trend. So in order to start this off, you will need to see the overall trend, what is happening to these cryptocurrencies, which is Ethereum. And you can see that yes, it's moving towards the downtrend right now. Correct? So if you are as a beginner, do you think that this will continue to go even lower? That is the first question. So in order to know that, usually what I do is I'll put the moving average line 20 and the 50 to determine where is the support and resistance. Because support resistance, it tells you the whole story whereby is it going to be reversing soon from the support line or you're gonna be reversing soon from the resistance zone. So right now you can see this is the moving average line 20 and also the 50. You can see that the candlestick, the weekly candlestick, is just close right above this or right inside this moving average line 20. So whenever it does that, you can see, right, let me do it on the history. You can see, right, every time it does that, it moves towards the moving average line 20. If it goes down, it will drop to the 50 level. But if it stays around this area, it will have the high chances to bounce back up. So you can see whenever it touches, it will bounce back. When it touches, it will bounce back. But most likely, where is this going to be headed soon? It can be either going all the way down to this blue zone or it just floats around this area. So right now you can see that this is a very strong support line here. So whenever people start to see or when Ethereum reaches the support line, people will start to buy back because they know that this is the lowest level, lowest price that they can buy back at. I will put a line here whereby I will put a horizontal line here to let you guys see clearer that this is a very strong support line area. You can either put it down here below uh, here if you want to, and you can see that every time it touches, it will goes down, it touches, it will goes down, and when it breaks, it goes up. And you can see that wherever it touches, it will bounce back up, touches, it bounce back up, touches, it will bounce back up. So right now, this weekly candlestick will have the potential to touch this again, this 3,600 price first before it has a decision making whether to go up or to go down. It's that easy. So if you are, wait, let me put this on the left side. Okay, if you are a perpetual swap trader, usually what you do is you will either put buy limit here and a stop loss around this area. Whenever it touches here, then your order will be triggered and you will hope for a hike. So whenever it price hike, where usually you will TP around this resistance level, and your stop loss is just here. So it's about 1-to-2 ratio. So if you lose one, you win two double. So this is how you play perpetual swap. But if you are in spot trading, you want to buy more as key, then I would suggest this area, 3006 area is the best buy. Around 3006 all the way to this 3007 usually is the best buy for you to pick more Ethereum. This is how you look at it. Okay, so after you put the support level, usually you will put the resistance level. Okay, in today's episode, I won't be teaching about Fibonacci retracement. I will be more focusing on horizontal line and trending line because I will keep this basic as much as possible so you guys can understand even better. So resistance is always on top and you can put it around this area. Whenever it touches the resistance level, it will goes back down. What about trend line? So trend line usually you can do it this way, whereby when you put this way, you know that whenever it touches the line, it will just bounce back down again. Then you can see this is actually a descending triangle. So this is how you draw on the weekly chart first before you go into the micro chart. So let's get into the micro chart and see what's going to happen. When you actually go in back to the micro chart, which is the daily chart, you can really readjust everything again. But without readjusting, you can see that the weekly chart actually playing a very good role in telling you what's going to happen right now and what's going to happen next. As you can see here on this daily chart, when we zoom in from the weekly chart to daily chart, you can see that this is actually a very nicely played out on the support zone. So right now, right, you can see, right, it really, every time it touches this support zone, it eventually will bounce back up. Can you see that? When it goes down, it will bounce back up. It goes down, it bounce back up. It goes down, it bounce back up. So this will be the next target area for the daily chart. In order for it to go way above, or you can say it at a bullish trend, bullish confirmation, it must first close above this 4,000 area. Okay, this 4,000 area is very important. Why? I can tell you why. Because you can see this moving average line 50 and also the 20 is going nearer and nearer towards this descending triangle, this trend line. So if this candlestick or the few more days candlestick manage to close above this 50 or this 20 and also this line, it closes three lines, indicates that the bullish are way stronger than the bear. So it will have a bullish confirmation that way that you will see a very strong uptrend from here all the way up here because this is the nearest resistance zone. This is how you see it. So if you see any breakthrough, if a candlestick just close above all these lines, these three lines that I mentioned earlier, then you will see that if you want to enter as a perpetual swap trader, there's two ways. Either you wait for it to go all the way back to the support level, testing this support level first, then you enter at this area, then your profit level is at this area. But if you are aggressive trader, you can either go in directly whenever it breaks above, then your profit is this area, but your stop loss is a bit high, which is this area. Okay, so if it goes all the way back down, then your ratio is very low, which the risk is very low, but the profit is very high. But if you are an aggressive trader, then your profit will be slightly lower and your risk ratio is a bit high. So it's about usually when you go in as aggressive trader, usually your profit is about your risk ratio profit is about 1 to 1.5. Instead of if you go in at the support level, then your ratio can be 1 over 2. This is how you play a perpetual swap. But let's say if you're a spot trader, doesn't matter if you go in at this area or this area, it's up to you because if you are holding at a long-term perspective, then you will see that Ethereum have the potential to go even higher. So you can buy at the lower price as low as possible in order to join the ride. So this is how you look at the Ethereum's chart. So once you look at the daily chart, you see that, right now, Ethereum will have the momentum to go all the way up here. Then look at the 4-hour chart. So the 4-hour chart will tells you much more story, which is this is actually a double bottom. Can you see the double bottom pattern? Whenever it touch this line, it will just go all the way back up here, this neckline, and then it go all the way back down again. And this neckline has been broken. So the question is, if it's broken, the question is right now, on the 4-hour chart, is it gonna go higher? That's the question. If you are a perpetual swap trader, you will be trying to enter at this price, correct? You will see that, hey, it seems like it's a double bottom right now. And should I enter at this price because it already break through this double bottom and the profit I should be putting based on from here to here, which is 5% to here, 5%, which is makes sense. So should you get in here? This is the question. And I would say it really depends on your risk appetite. I would say it has the possibility to go up this week. Why? Because it already break through, like I mentioned. But don't forget, it haven't break through this moving average line 50. So if you enter at a 4-hour time frame, if you are a midterm trader, and you see that, hey, it's already broken this neckline, should I enter? I would say I will wait a little on, see whether or not is it able to break above this moving average line 50 before I make any decision. Why? Because this is also act as a support and resistance line, and which this is a resistance zone. So in order for you to have a confirmation, yes, even though it breaks your so-called chart pattern, your resistance line that you draw on, but it haven't breaks this moving average line 50 or the 20. You have two confirmation, but you lack of one confirmation. In that way, you will have a little bit risk whereby you will think, hey, since I have a risk here, because haven't have three confirmation yet, then I would really strongly, as a sharing experience, I would say that it will be not a good timing for me to enter now unless the candlestick close way above or right above this moving average line 50. So this is how I see it. Of course, you can actually add on this RSI to have a better confirmation, to see where is the momentum is heading to right now. The RSI is above 50. It's on the 53, so it's showing that the bull are stronger than the bears. So it's kind of bullish right now. It has the momentum to go even higher. So I would suggest you to be cautious when you're doing all this trading technical analysis. So for me, I will be waiting for the moving average line 50. If you are an aggressive trader, then you can actually straight away enter at this price right now in order to catch the ride all the way to 4,000 area. So I hope you guys able to learn this. Of course, it takes a lot of time to learn it because you will need to learn about the candlestick pattern, the chart pattern, the moving average line 20 and the 50, the most easiest one to learn. The RSI, the most easiest one to track, the isolator, the momentum isolator, where is the momentum is heading to, and the most important, the support resistance. If you are able to master the support resistance, usually other thing will be much more easier and you will see it in much more clearer way. So as a summary, usually what I do is I will usually look at the weekly chart, see what's the overall trend is heading to. Then I will zoom into the micro chart, which is daily chart, to see whether or not it has the momentum to go up or go down. Okay, and then I will look at the 4-hour chart to enter at a better entry price. So I think that's all for today's episode. Happy New Year, guys. If you like my episode today, remember to click like, share, and subscribe. Gonna see you guys soon, and goodbye.